Yes, shall convene.
Yes, convene the meeting and hold the elections for the constitution of the governing body. The whole object is to ensure that the elections will be conducted. Lords, there is no power in the body which has lost its duration or the term to say that we want to conduct. The statutory scheme, Lords, that is the reason why the Learned Senior Council was referring. The 28A4 as it then existed required that every year there is a requirement of conducting. That's what was considered, Lords, in the full bench judgment in 1993. Subsequently, 28A4, Lords, your Lords will recollect, was stood amended, where it said that the moment there is an expiry, there is a...
The amendment was in 76, the judgment is in 93.
Lords, this is under the Cooperative Societies
Cooperative
Act,
Society.
which dealt with the cooperative year and the year.
A5.
Lords, ultimately the full bench said you cannot impute year to the you cannot impute the cooperative year for computation of the term. It is only the calendar year. So from this day till the end of 1 year or 3 years, as the case may be, that is to be computed. That's a judgment, Lords, which favors the interpretation that there is no way that a term can be extended beyond the period of 3 years. That is a calendar years, 3 calendar years. The only other question is, they can't come before the court and say
31st December.
Lords, they have admitted, Lords, if your Lords were to see, the term is ended in WP number 33855 of 2025. Lords, the association writes a letter at annexure B, page 17. The president of the association writes a letter. The letter is in reference to the upcoming elections of our association, as the term of the current executive committee is set to expire on 12/10/2025. The first paragraph.
Yes.
Lords, then your Lords will kindly see, I'll just point out, Lords, on 1710 at page number
There is
26.
a third interpretation. One is financial year, next financial year.
Yes, Lord, that is
One
in,
is same calendar year.
yes,
The third interpretation is year from the date of elected.
yes. That's the reason why I said the
Yes, sir.
legislative wisdom consistently is 3 years is from the date on which a person is elected, computed by the calendar year. So that is, it is not going by the financial years. If it is in January 1st, then it is the 31st of December. That's essentially how, my Lords, the year has to be computed. Now they have understood it. It is not that they did not understand it in this sense. I can understand. Having understood it in this sense, they said that yes, it is expiring on 12/10/2025. Lords, therefore, my Lords, my respectful submission is that the requirement of conducting an election during the tenure of the office bearers is within that period of 3 years if they want to exercise that right. The moment they cross that period of 3 years, the right to conduct the election is lost. My Lords, yesterday, my Lords, your Lordships have already taken a view in one of the matters. I just requested, I was here, my Lords, your Lordships dictated one of the matters. While interpreting section 27A(1)(b), your Lordships said that it is automatic.
Yes.
There is no requirement of, because it is ultimately a question of who should hold the elections. Lords, an office bearers whose term is already expired, whose laxity is so writ large that they did not want to conduct the elections, will not be given the baton for the purpose of conducting the elections for the next year. So that's essentially, my Lords, the wisdom. So therefore, my Lords, my respectful submission is that they don't have powers to hold the election. Now to come before the court and say that we want to conduct the elections and we wanted the postponement, it impinges upon the scheme of the statute itself. 27 years stands violated if this is done. And this clauses in the bylaws which says that you are required to continue till the next, this says come up for interpretation which says the day-to-day affairs. Till a new body comes into existence, day-to-day affairs. But here, what happens is, if such clauses are there, I just wanted to say this, Lords. These are the bylaws which were inserted prior to 1976. Usually these kind of bylaws are there, which was approved prior to 1976. After 76, if it is by inadvertence or otherwise, there may be. But usually such clauses are not there in the bylaws registered after 1976. The reason is that the moment there is an expiry of the term and the new body is not constituted, Lords may kindly see the powers that can be exercised under 27A. The body ceases. Subsection 3.
That is on the appointment of an administrator.
Yes.
It's not automatic on the expiry of the term.
Lord, that's the reason.
It is on the
Expiry of
appointment
the
of an
term, Lords, now, on expiry of the term and the new body having not come into
You're
existence,
saying it's automatic on the expiry.
the reason
Therefore,
is,
3 will be automatic.
Lords, the reason is 27A1B requires that the moment the term is not, the term is concluded and the new body does not come into existence, they cannot conduct the elections. This is number one, because that power goes. Then it has to be done only by the administrator. Administrator has to be appointed under section 27A. There may not be a deeming provision, but in the scheme of the statute, it is like a formality that this has to happen only in this fashion. There is no other means by virtue of which the statute provides. There is no provision of law which they can refer to saying that if the body does not conduct the election within the term which is stipulated and the term expires, new body is constituted, there is a power vested in the government or any other authority constituted under the act which can extend this time. If this can't be done, essentially, the statute puts the embargo on the manner in which these elections are required to be conducted. In which event, the essential consequence will be subsection 3. So such bylaws which were registered way back in because it's a 60-year-old society, apparently it is prior to 1976. So these kind of bylaws will have to yield to subsection 3 of section 27A. No board can say that we want to continue for even a single day after the term is over if the new body is not constituted. Of course, this may be because this stopgap would have to be required only in the event the administrator may not have been appointed. But otherwise, my lords, the mandate is only this. This is how, my lords, the legislative wisdom has been throughout the country and throughout the state in respect of all democratic bodies. There is no way a person will be permitted to occupy the chair for which he is elected for the given term, because the election takes place for the given term.
Beyond the term.
Beyond the term. For that given term, if he is elected,
Yes,
you have no right to be elected beyond that term. There's one judgment, my lord, sir, now I am recollecting, which said that a person...
243U.
Yes, my lords, no, under the Societies Registration Act itself, with reference to our association, my lords, that is Advocates Association, I think His Lordship Justice Krishna Dikshit has taken the view. The election takes place for a term.
Correct.
So the moment the term expires, the mandate given by the voter to you expires. You will not be extended. The term will not get extended because you are elected for the term. But I just take that judgment. I had appeared in that matter. So
Mandate given.
the mandate of the electorate is for the term that expires. You cannot come and say that, no, you give me another 1 day also. That's essentially, my lords, what I'll just... So therefore, my lords, so grateful. Can I just seek your lordship's excuse, my lords? Sorry, my lords. So sorry, my lords.
Yes.
Society
60.
Where government and society is active, then of the officer and